Welcome back to Better Preparedness. Today in the program we're going to be doing a review of the COVID Alert app, which has just been released by the Government of Canada, and I'm going to download it on the screen while we watch. First of all, a bit of background about the app. It was rolled out about 6 days ago, and right now it's operating in Ontario. Hopefully the other provinces in Canada are going to adopt this. But this is very relevant, kind of regardless of where you are, because I think most countries are going to be rolling out some sort of COVID app. They're all going to do various things, but it's important for you to understand the app that you will be using and sort of the pros and cons of it, so to say. How does COVID Alert work? Well, it is not a force field. It doesn't keep the virus at bay. It's not a COVID detector, so to say. It's not going to tell you, oh, this person here or that person there has COVID. You will activate the app, and that's going to use Bluetooth technology to detect the presence of other Bluetooth phones. And if you spend about 15 minutes or more within about 2 meters of somebody, it's going to track that on your phone. Privacy is a huge thing. I think for me, the privacy, I'm satisfied by the reviews and the feedback I've heard from various experts. So it does not record your name, your location, your device. This is part of keeping numbers down. It's not going to keep you away from the virus. It's going to be one more level of defense with the virus in terms of knowing if you were exposed to it, so that you're aware, and you may well want to get tested if it tells you that you were in the presence of somebody who had the virus. Now, how does it work? If you tested positive, and you'll be given a one-time PIN or one-time code that you input into that. And what it will do is then anyone who is within that 15-minute, 2-meter proximity within your last 14 days, it will send an advisory to say, heads up, you were in the presence of somebody who has tested positive for COVID. It doesn't mean you have COVID, but if you spent 15 minutes within the proximity of somebody, unfortunately, there is a decent chance that you have picked it up. That could be sort of in a train, or it could be in a restaurant, a workplace. And it's a question whether or not workplaces or environments are going to request or insist on this. I think it's a very good follow-up to exposure you may have had with somebody out there. One of the pros about this is the simplicity of it, and we're going to see it once we get into this app. One of the downsides is if your device is kind of pre-October 2015, from an Android perspective, it only works on Android 6 and above. This is a Samsung S7, so fortunately it uses Android 7. And for iPhones, it doesn't work before iPhone 6S. So again, both of these are around the timeline. The cutoff for those productions were about sort of September, October 2015. I hope they're going to roll out to earlier versions, and then that'll expand it. Again, it doesn't capture people who don't have cell phones, or people who don't have cell phones, more recent cell phones. Now, there's certainly been some criticism, and I think that's valid. Maybe that was simply a design limitation that they couldn't use those earlier, or maybe they can hopefully roll that out. It also doesn't work too well if somebody doesn't have their phone with them. So you could be in the presence of somebody who has the app, who is positive, but their phone is at home, and therefore it's not connecting with your phone to alert you. So there are some limitations, but it's just one more layer of defense, hopefully, in helping keep numbers down. And I think one of the reasons it's worked fairly well in Canada in terms of keeping numbers down is we've learned a lot, and there's been a kind of whole of country and whole team player attitude towards this. And again, there's will be limitations, and hopefully people won't object to the app. Let's get into it. I'm going to activate my screen recorder, so we're going to switch over now to my phone. So here we are. You go to Google Play Store for Google, and then for Apple, you have to go to the Apple App Service. So we're going to type in COVID Alert. There we have it. COVID Alert. So we're going to install that. You see there's been 500,000 downloads, a review of 4.4 out of 5. That's pretty good. That's quite strong out of 2,000 reviews. So I think a lot of people are pretty happy with it. So right now, just waiting for it to download. All right, it's now installed. Press open. I'm going to go with English. So here are the screens you're going to see. Here it shows you some of the things that you're terms of privacy, I like that. How it works is it uses Bluetooth technology, random codes. Okay, more about, kind of a team player. Ask. Where do you... Okay, I'm going to turn that on. And now it asks what province or territory I live in. For me, that's Ontario. Done. COVID alert is active. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? I hope you follow this. I hope you join in, and wherever you are, again, we're not talking authoritarian regimes here. In most democracies, I hope that the technology that they release is going to be beneficial. For me, this is just one more layer. Keep your distance, wash your hands, limit your social exposure in terms of groups. It's all part of helping. And thanks for watching Better Preparedness. Put your comments below. How do you feel about these apps? How do you feel about the app available to you? Is it meeting your personal requirements, or are there things that you would like to see? Or put it in the comment section below where you are. Well, thanks for watching Better Preparedness. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and also check for betterpreparedness.com. Works out well because it's just started to rain where I am. Keep well, keep safe, keep COVID free, and let's just hunker down and get through with this crisis. Thanks for watching Better Preparedness.